What's going on, y'all? How many of y'all pay attention or study your culture? Studying your culture and knowing a little bit more about who you are. Now, a lot of so-and-so, quote, people of melanated colors identify with being African. Well, are you aware that Akabulam's original name, that the continent of these people there practice polygamy, have more than just one wife? It's important that I bring that up because we hear about, the Bible speaks about, now this is in the beginning, when you hear about Sarah womb being barren, meaning she couldn't produce any seeds, she couldn't pregnate. So God gave, speaking on this topic and using the words that's common by many people, that the supreme being okay for Ibrahim to have Hagar, an Egyptian woman, as his wife from Sarah. Now, did we read anything after that passage, that verse, that it says the Most High was angry, shunned them, killed them, punished? But we know that from that standpoint, it was accepted. If you're familiar with the story of Aset, Asa, and Heru, well, Aset and Asa had a wife-in-law. So they were intermingling even when she was dealing with Set, Nefset, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, was also intimate with Osiris. And Isis, they all was one. And they all worked together to restore Osiris. So when you understand that our history, being it is a history that was documented by Caucasians. Now I understand and comprehend that a lot of the conceptualization that we have in the studies and the research and the education, and sometimes miseducation we have, was handed down to us. So we follow a system that's been systematically implemented for people of melanated descent. So getting back to the roots of things, we have to understand that right now we have more black men either being shot, killed, and in prison. We have more black women whose mothers, single mothers with many children. We have to strengthen our community. And that's why I say it's strong when that African proverb says that it takes a village to raise a child or raise children. It's important that we understand that even though there's one big bark, on that one bark, there's many branches, but all work together. It's important that we understand that to be in a polygamy, triad, a throuple, is not for sex, but it's important to understand, like as people Islamic belief system, know that the first wife had to give them permission. So it's important that you can't enter into that type of agreement without having the first dialogue with your partner and having that understanding and agreement. Because the benefits of that is having a extra mate, bills is being paid, and we know that now that this corona is really hurting people globally, that we all can work together. You can work 8 hours. You can work 8 hours at your job with men and women that you don't really know till you get to know. Your job is something that you married and committed to, because a marriage is like a commitment. A relationship is that you have to relate on a ship. So you tossing and turning at your job site, working with the individual that you have to be with for 8 hours. A lot of us don't even have that much time, because in this economy we have to work and provide. So if you can do that with people that you really don't know and you start to learn to know, you can also engage into a poly, throuple, or a triad relationship with everybody working together. Man working, woman working. One of the queens at home is taking care of providing for the children. Laundry, bills, obligations, things that need to be caught up on can be caught up together. And I want to expound on, many people think that it's all about sex. It's not all about sex. Okay? And even in that union, men and two wives, as we say, the women don't never have to always be intimate with another woman or at all. Everything is by free will. Remember, Solomon had 300 concubines and midwives. Where did it say in the Bible that that was unlawful? I'm not saying this to discredit the Bible. I'm simply stating facts about belief system. That's why when you listen to the word believe, you hear the word be, lie, and then you hear Eve on it. Understand that the history dealing with a queen has an Enoch whose penis is cut off. Now the Enoch serves the queen. That is the sole functionality of an Enoch, serves the queen. It's a male who has his penis cut off, because that royal chamber is exclusively for the king to procreate and leave his seed, to proceed to leave something behind, a legacy of his kingship. So the only thing that Enoch could do is go down orally and provide for the queen. But that scepter is only for the portal of his queen to give birth. So, know your history, know thyself. There's many pairs on the body, but even in pairs, understand the importance of having pairs. It's a strong foundation. We have two eyes, but even inside the eyes, there's pupils. So, we all have to work together. We all have to understand that we can help our community. We can help this degeneration of the women having to be in a position of struggling. There's more women who standing up right now defending themselves as far as providing, working, being the bread provider, as well as economically, socially, and even in this political arena, women are standing up. But we understand that the main foundation is at home. So we have to start building at home. We have to start working together. That's why in the word together you have together. But I want us to go beyond together, and I want us to be 3gether. Past, present, and future. Let's move into the future. Let's work with the person you want to work with, and understand we don't force nothing on anyone. My belief system is my belief system that I identify with. This is not for everybody. I'm just putting a disclaimer around that. We have to help our people. You're not Caucasian. However, a lot of us has been Europeanized because we're here in the West. So a lot of the ideology and education and miseducation been documented, and we became caught into that mental matrix, that indoctrination. So do your research and let's study more. And then there's so much that we can do 3gether. 1.